Hey, so it's been a while since I posted a video. Decided I needed a break. I've already got a job, paying my bills, everything. Something's on my mind. There are people out there who scam others. Those others sometimes fall for it. They don't really watch out for the signs. They may feel threatened or anxious, and when they realize they've been scammed, they may feel they're guilty or stupid. I want to say this right now. Getting scammed doesn't make you stupid. There are also people out there who say, if you're dumb enough to fall for this, you deserve to have this happen to you. I have no sympathy for you and you better learn from this. You know what that is? That's victim blaming. That's like blaming somebody for staying in an abusive relationship. It's hard. If a scammer takes advantage of someone's vulnerability, that's a scammer's fault alone. I'd like to share my experience with being scammed. One morning in April this year, I went on my computer here in my apartment and got to work. I saw an email from my boss with a different email than he normally uses. At the time, I assumed he was using a different email, perhaps because of a problem. He asked me to give him my phone number and text back and forth with him. I assumed perhaps he lost his phone and forgot my number. He asked me to go and buy a bunch of iTunes gift cards for customers. He told me he would reimburse me when I came to the office. At first, I tried buying the cards from Walmart, and they actually asked me if it was a scam. I said no, it was from my boss, and they did nothing to stop it. No questions, no nothing. Looking back, that seems like a foul move filled with lack of sympathy. They only let me buy a limit of cards, so after texting more, I wound up going from place to place, standing in line after line, scratching tickets off and taking pictures as they instructed me, withdrawing cash from my bank, until my supervisor called me, asked me what was going on since I wasn't working. I told her, and some minutes later she called me back and we figured out it was a scam. At that point, I had already given $2,000. Afterwards, I had a panic attack. I felt stupid and thought that I had brought this on myself. But luckily, I had very supportive and understanding fellow employees and my incredible family. They assured me that it was not my fault and that these people took advantage of my trust and my willingness to help. Later that night, I had some Whataburger and watched Flight of the Navigator for the first time, and I felt a lot better. And wouldn't you know it, my stepdad had $2,000 of his own that he let me have. I was one of the lucky ones. To have such caring, thoughtful, and helpful friends and family is truly something to be grateful for. But just a few days ago, I went through the internet and saw a bunch of commenters talking about how people are stupid if they can't see the signs or if they're not informed of this kind of thing. I began to feel a sense of guilt again. That sense of guilt is no longer there, but there is still a sense of fear. And I want to say to everybody, if you are surrounded by people who condemn you for your fear, act tough around you, insult you, and tell you that you're guilty, let me tell you right now, you are not guilty. They are. They are manipulators. They are abusers. And they don't deserve your respect or money or time. It's important to rely on the people who are nice to you. The ones who make you feel good about yourself. The ones who tell you you are kind, loving, and sensitive, and that's what makes you strong. Aggression, manipulation, and stealing is weakness. It's an easy solution when you feel vulnerable. Admitting your vulnerability is strength. Before I go, I do want to remind everybody that it is very important to watch out for scams. If someone is telling you to give them money, ask someone you know, like your supervisor, your family, or anyone like that if it is legitimate. Also, it's very important to be vocal about this. A lot of scammers want to make you feel embarrassed and keep it to yourself. But if people don't know about this, the scammers will just keep getting away with this. I'll say it again. Getting scammed does not make you stupid. And it doesn't make you guilty. You know what does make you guilty and stupid? Scamming people. Or telling the scamming victims that they're guilty and stupid.